everybody. I am Violet Lang and I am an expert on love, dating, and relationships. And tonight I want to chat with you about your online dating and in general your dating and check in to see, are you attracting the right sort of people? So think about the last few people that messaged you online if you're online. Were they someone that you were interested in? Were they someone that sparked your desire, someone that made you a little bit curious to get to know about them? Did they seem that they had the right interests to match yours or that they had the right passion for life? And then if you've been meeting people in person, similarly, are the people that you're meeting in person, is there chemistry? Is there a spark? Is there something that makes you curious about getting to know them more? So we can go through periods in our life where we say, oh, I'm just not meeting the right people. And I hear that from women all the time. Like, Violet, I'm putting myself out there. I'm going out to restaurants. I'm going out to meetups. I'm, going to events. I'm using some of the online sites, but I just can't meet anyone that I feel attracted to. And there's a big problem when that happens because you're putting yourself out there, you're taking all the time to get all dressed up or to, work on your online profile, and yet it's not leading to what you want because most of us, what we want is love. We want to have fabulous dates, incredible romance, deep love that gets better day by day, and that leads to commitment. Most women that I speak to, they want to get married. They want to have that security. They want to be in a committed partnership where they can travel the world or start a family or work on a business project together or just have a companion so they know they don't have to grow old and feel lonely. So if you're not attracting the right sort of people, it can make you feel super frustrated or like you're just wasting your time, and no one wants to waste their time and no one wants to feel like things are getting worse. I remember being stuck in a spiral many years ago when I was still dating and I was doing a lot of online dating, and I felt like it was not only getting better, but it was getting worse, the type of people that I was attracting. There are a few reasons why this is happening, which we'll get to in a moment. But first I just want to ask, do you have clarity about what you're looking for? Do you have a crystal clear vision for what you want in a partnership and how you want to feel? Not only what you want in your person, but what you want the relationship to feel like, and what do you want the relationship to be, to do, to mean? What is the purpose of the relationship? If it's just about meeting your own agenda, it might fall a little bit flat, because typically we will do more for others than we will do for ourselves. So there might even be a part of you that thinks, I'm not worthy of love, or it's selfish for me to want love, or I should be focused on my career. I can't be worried about love right now. My parents want me to do really well in my job, or, I need to do well to support my family if you're a single mom. And all of those things are valid, but sometimes we forget that not only are we getting into partnership for ourselves and for our own vision of love, but we're also getting into partnership to give love, to be a woman of love, to be a queen of love, and to share that with our partner. So when you think about what you want, think about that vision, how you want to feel, but also think, what do you want to give? How do you want to show up? What sort of woman do you want to be? Those things need to be crystal clear in your mind and in your heart so that you're really intentional about the way that you're dating. And the second thing that's really important is to also be clear about not only what you want, but what you don't want. So if you're stuck on what you want, you can always start with what you don't want and then do the opposite of that to help you get clear on what it is that you want. But be clear on what you don't want so you know when someone is crossing a line. That way you're not getting into a situation where you're dating someone or doing friends with benefits with someone for years. I talk to women sometimes who said that they've been in a friends with benefits situation for years. And I'm just thinking, oh my God, you poor thing. How can you be in a friends with benefits situation when what your heart really wants is to get married and have a family, or to have someone that really cares for you and takes care of you when you're sick instead of just something on the side? So there's nothing wrong with that. There's no judgment, but most of us, that's not deeply fulfilling. So know what you don't want as much as you know what you do want. And then the other thing is that our relationships and who we attract into our life is totally a mirror. It's a mirror of what we have going on inside of us. So if you think to yourself, I keep attracting men who are non-committal, then there might be a part of you that's really scared to get into a relationship. If you keep attracting people who are kind of flaky, you might have a challenge or a problem with honoring your commitments yourself. If you're attracting people who are super successful, but they're just maybe a little too busy to date, maybe you're also really busy or not putting time into it. And then here's the trick, is that sometimes we attract our exact mirror, someone that's mirroring something to us, and sometimes we attract an opposite. So you've probably heard that phrase, opposites attract, and that's actually true. So you might be actually super into love, really ready for commitment, and you're attracting all of these flaky guys or all of these guys who are non-committal. And maybe it's not that you're not committed to love, but maybe you're actually coming on so strongly that there's no space for them to rise up into their masculine, no space for them to rise up into commitment to you. So it's actually very complicated, patterns of attraction. It's one of the number one things that I work on with my clients because unfortunately, our patterns of attraction are typically set from birth. I just realized I need to plug my my phone in or the battery's going to die. Just give me 1 second. So our patterns of attraction are set from birth. And when our patterns of attraction are set from birth, then we subconsciously are attracted to people for all the wrong reasons. We're attracted based on familiarity and reenactment. So we're attracted to people that feel familiar in some way to the relationships we had growing up in our formative years. And we're also attracted to this idea of reenacting a pattern in the hopes that we can fix it this time. So many times our old attachment patterns are what's influencing who we're attracting into our life. So you need to know what you want. You need to know what you don't want. You need to be cautious and aware. Not cautious, that's not the right word. But you need to be aware and conscious of mirroring, and who you're drawing in might be a mirror to you. And then also the fact that opposites attract. And if you're going really intense in one way, someone might be going really intense the other way. And then the fourth thing to pay attention to is just your patterns of attraction from the past. And are you stuck in a cycle of trying to heal your old patterns? It might be karma. It might be your early relationships. It might be just this rut that you've gotten yourself in. Or my favorite, no kidding aside, is the ping pong effect. Sometimes we'll pick someone who's like a bad boy, and then someone who's really safe, and then someone who's a bad boy, and like get what we need in terms of finding that sweet spot, because we never choose a pattern of attraction on our own. We're just going towards something based on the past and then going away from something based on the past. But the point of reference is the past and our past relationships, instead of the point of reference being the future and what we want to create. So it's really important that we understand patterns of attraction. It's one of the first and most important things that I work on with my clients. Actually, it's not the first. We have to create a solid foundation of self-love, self-respect, and healing from the past. And then we're ready to change our patterns of attraction, because we can't just change our patterns of attraction. It's like if you were cleaning out your closet and the closet was full. You can try to bring in like a new suit or a new dress, and that's fine. But first, it's more helpful to clean out the old and organize it, and then you have space for what you want to call in. So anyway, we start with those foundations, and then we go into patterns of attraction. So we do have more control, we do have more choice, and we do have more opportunity than we might think about our patterns of attraction and about who we're bringing into our life in person or online. So if you're watching this, you might notice that Elizabeth, who is my amazing virtual assistant, has been commenting and encouraging people to tag a friend, because I'm doing a giveaway. So anyone who tags a friend and also likes our business page and is watching either now or the replay later, we are giving away a free ticket for tomorrow's training. We're doing this awesome training. It's a 3-hour workshop. It's going to be interactive and tons of fun, and it's going to help you craft the perfect online profile to attract the right sort of person and build a great relationship from that. So if you've ever struggled with knowing, how do I send messages? Should I start first? Should I wait for them to initiate? What do I say in my messages? What do I have in my profile? What sort of pictures should I have? What sites should I be using? It can feel like a total mess. You know, there's programs out there that will take 3 months and $10,000, $20,000 just to get you an online profile. An online profile is just one little piece of the puzzle. It's literally maybe 5% of what I work on with my women, because 95% of what we do is aligning head, heart, and body, getting ourselves in the right mindset, giving you the right skills and tools to date effectively and to get into a great relationship and keep the relationship, making sure there's passion and chemistry and good communication, and that you have solid foundation within yourself of good power and boundaries and healing and femininity. So there's so many juicy things that we get into in my program, Queens of Pleasure. But I wanted to offer this small sliver, this 5% about the online dating piece, because I know for so many of you, that's really where you struggle. So again, you can enter to win to get a free ticket to that. And if you can't attend, you can just, the gift will be the replay, which is an $1,100 value, which is awesome. And actually the value is so much higher than that, because lots of times people will pay, $9,000, $10,000 on a matchmaker, or they will do a lot of different, jumping through different hoops to try to find their person, when all you just need is some customized support. So go ahead and tag a friend if you'd like, and I look forward to connecting with you later. Again, that training is tomorrow. We will put some details in the comments or in the post about how to join that training tomorrow. It's a 3-hour training, so get ready to have a totally revamped love life and a totally revamped online profile, and I look forward to seeing you then. Mwah! Thank you.